Hey everybody, Crazy Tool of a Gamer here, and today I'm going to talk about my schizophrenia. So, my schizophrenia started acting up in early 2020, in like March or something. So, the first bout of psychosis was that I needed to scrape earwax out of my ear, or else a spider is going to eat my eyeballs. I thought that a spider crawled in my ear, and there was a hole in my eardrum that led to my eyeball. And I thought a spider was going to eat it, which is the most horrifying explanation. I thought I was going to die from it, but thinking about it now, you wouldn't die from that, you just go blind. But I was afraid I was going to straight up die. So I used a bobby pin to scrape earwax out of my ears. I didn't actually get the earwax out because it was really hard. I had to do this flicking motion in my eardrum to scrape out the earwax. I probably hurt my eardrum in the process, but that's just kind of what I was dealing with for a really long time. And then way late into 2020, finally I just asked my parents for earwax removal, and they had earwax removal, and I used it, and it was perfectly fine. For some reason, I was worried hydrogen peroxide was gonna, affect the spider, or the spider was gonna hate me, so I didn't end up using it, but eventually I just kind of figured out that, no, I don't have this problem. A spider is not gonna eat my eyes. I'm perfectly fine. So here's where things get interesting. I then had a psychosis where I believed my soul was going to be harvested on New Year's. So for months I was trying to find a job, trying to get out of the house, move to a different state entirely. I never got that job, nor did I ever move out of the state, and I was really worried that my soul was going to be harvested. But New Year's came and went, and nothing happened. I was very surprised. I thought on January 1st, I was going to have to walk to McDonald's and then everybody's going to be there and they're all going to be mad at me for not leaving the city. And once New Year's came, I didn't end up walking to McDonald's because it's COVID-19. McDonald's is closed anyways. And that entire day, I just felt normal, like nothing bad was happening, nothing bad is gonna happen. So I figured, well then, none of it's true. And it took me all 2020 to realize that my psychosis wasn't true. I even went to a hospital, a mental hospital, for a short amount of time, and I thought that the sun was talking to me in my head. So I would look at the sun, and the sun said, oh, it's all in your head, it's all fake. But I didn't believe it. I still believed that I was going to get harvested. And even after I left the mental hospital, I still believed I was going to be harvested. Like I said, it was only until New Year's that I finally break that psychosis. I also had these memories, or these fake memories, that I was controlling people, like my own movement affected other people, and that if I committed suicide, then it would complete the cycle, meaning these people that I'm controlling with my own movement are going to finally stop being controlled and then find me and talk to me. Like, I thought a famous person actually talked to me when I was a kid in a library, but none of that ever happened. It was just a fake memory that came into my head. But I thought I was controlling people. Like, I thought my own movement was synced up perfectly with other people's movements, like my friends, my family, and it got to the point where I started hearing voices. I started hearing them in my head talking to me. And then I went to Pickwick just to buy some candy, and I heard my dad tell me to stop, and I was scared. I was horrified. I didn't want to do that. And then I was thinking I was controlling my best friend, who was my roommate for a time, and I thought I was controlling him during the time he was my roommate, even though we've never had that experience before. I've never had that experience. It was just crazy memories that didn't exist, but for some reason I thought they were memories. After all is said and done, I think I really just had psychosis. It really was just schizophrenia. It really was just me worrying about things that don't exist. I was worried my soul was going to be harvested. I was worried I was controlling people. I was worried a spider was going to eat my eye. I thought my entire life was recorded and people could see exactly what I was doing at all times. And it was on a DVD that had an infinite amount of frames. So basically I thought, there's this DVD that I don't have that exists, that has not only my entire life, but literally all of everything as well. Like an infinite amount of things. Like, I thought when you died, you basically go into the next life, and the next life is different than the life we have now. I thought like video games were real, and I thought like you would be all the NPCs, all the zombies, all the main characters. I also thought you would be an object, an inanimate object. I thought you'd be like the weapons, a barrel asset in a game, just anything and everything. I believed like everything was real, which is pretty stupid now that I think about it now, but when I was in psychosis, I thought it was real. Like, very real. Like, to the point where I cried and I screamed. I literally screamed in the middle of the night because I thought I was disappointing my ancestors, when in all actuality, nothing was happening. I wasn't doing anything other than going through psychosis. And I'm really just happy that at the end of the day, this year, 2021, speaking of, oh my god, COVID-19, that was one of the things I thought I was responsible for. I thought I was responsible for COVID-19 and everybody being at home, and all the riots and all the crazy bad things that are happening and the deaths. I thought I was responsible for all of that because I couldn't scrape earwax out of my ears. And it was very debilitating. I frequently thought about suicide and just ending it all to end it all. Just get rid of it. Just send me into an everything void. I don't care kind of thing. And because I was 19 at the time, it was COVID-19, I thought that was the biggest hint. But nothing happened. Nothing came of it. I turned 20 this year, and COVID-19's still going on, and I'm happy now. I'm making YouTube videos. I'm having a great time, and none of the bad things came true. And for a while, I really, really believed it. I believed all of it, like, wholeheartedly, to the point where I visited Colorado at one point, and I still had to scrape earwax out of my ears. But I was just so done with it. I thought, when we left to go back to the state I live in, I thought my family was gonna die. Like, I thought a spider was gonna eat my eyeballs in the car, and my family would just swerve into a car and kill everybody off, but no, none of that happened. I did end up believing that, and I was just so done with it after we were going to leave. I was just so done with it, I just didn't even do it. I just went into the car and didn't even care. But then I swear I heard my future wife talking to me in my head. Like, I heard it so clearly. It scared the shit out of me. I heard, babe, and I'm like, oh God, what the fuck? But I didn't end up doing anything about it. I just heard it and it freaked me out. I also thought I was my own consciousness was the only consciousness that existed. Basically, what is it called? Solicism, I think it's called, where I believed that I was the only person to exist, the only consciousness at all. So if I died, the world would die and everybody would die with me. I believed some very crazy things. I believed even God was talking to me at one point, but it could have been Satan, for all I know. It was just so random. It was like dream logic. Like I was using dream logic as a substitute for real logic. At the end of the day, the year rolled around and nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. And after that, I just stopped believing it. I stopped caring about it. And I started making this YouTube channel and these YouTube videos to express myself, to finally push myself to make this content, to be a YouTuber, to really, really try. And I work really hard in these videos. So that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. Let me know if you've had any crazy psychosis like this or anything like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you later.